Your perception of reality is determined by your internal state. Understanding and transforming your inner world is the key to influencing your external reality. Have you heard of the projector metaphor? It's a philosophical and spiritual analogy that likens the nature of existence and consciousness to a movie projector and its screen. Reality is viewed as a projection of our inner consciousness, thoughts, and emotions, much like how a film projector displays images on a screen. So let's look at each piece inside this metaphor. The light in the projector represents our core consciousness, or the essence of our being. Just as a projector's light is the source that makes images visible, our consciousness is the source of our perception and experience of reality. The film running through the projector symbolizes our thoughts, beliefs, and mental constructs. These thoughts and beliefs filter the light of consciousness and shape the images that are projected, analogous to how the film in a projector determines what images are displayed on the screen. The images projected onto the screen represent our experienced reality. This aspect of the metaphor suggests that the world we experience externally is a reflection of our internal state, our thoughts, beliefs, and emotions. The screen on which images are projected symbolizes the physical world. Just as a screen displays the images formed by light passing through film, the world around us is seen as a canvas displaying the projection of our inner consciousness. Our perception of reality is determined by our internal state. By changing our thoughts and beliefs, we change our experience of the world, much like changing the film in a projector changes the images on the screen. There is a deeper, unchanging aspect of ourselves, the light of consciousness, that remains constant regardless of the ever-changing nature of our thoughts and external experiences. So introspection and self-awareness are necessary. Understanding and transforming our inner world is the key to influencing our external reality. Now, where does this metaphor come from? Well, the projector metaphor isn't attributed to a single source. It represents a convergence of thoughts and teachings that span across different cultures and historical periods. I'll give you a few key influences and potential origins for this metaphor. One comes from Eastern philosophy and spirituality. Concepts similar to the projector metaphor can be found in Eastern philosophical traditions like Hinduism, Buddhism, and Taoism. These philosophies often explore the idea that the external world is a reflection or projection of the internal self. For example, the Hindu concept of Maya suggests that the material world is an illusion, a projection of our perceptions and desires. Another key influence comes from Western philosophy. Elements of the metaphor can be traced back to Platonic and Neoplatonic philosophy, particularly the allegory of the cave by Plato, where the reality perceived by the senses is likened to shadows projected on a wall, hinting at a deeper, truer reality beyond the sensory experience. Another potential influence comes from psychology and psychoanalysis. Carl Jung and other psychoanalysts have used similar metaphors to describe the psyche's projection of the inner self onto the external world. Jung's concept of projection involves attributing personal qualities to the outside world or other people, often unconsciously. Another source of influence comes from modern spirituality and New Age thought. The metaphor has widely been adopted and adapted in modern spiritual and New Age contexts, where it's used to convey ideas about manifesting reality, consciousness, and the power of the mind. And the fifth and final potential origin comes from quantum physics and consciousness studies. Some interpretations of quantum physics, particularly those that delve into the relationship between consciousness and reality, use projector-like metaphors to explain how observation and consciousness may influence the manifestation of physical reality. So the projector metaphor is more of a synthesis of ideas from a variety of traditions. It continues to evolve. And that got me to thinking, how could the projector metaphor be applied to health creation? And that led me to create the holistic projection pyramid, a framework for conscious health creation. Let's go through it. The heart level, the foundation, is similar to the light source in the projector metaphor. It's the essence or core of being, analogous to the consciousness in the metaphor. The soul to its left represents the deeper spiritual aspects. Love, faith, and intuition on the right signify the guiding principles and inner wisdom. When we go up to the second level, it's indicated by the head, which focuses on cognition and perception, and it parallels the film in the projector. It's where thoughts and beliefs shape the interpretation of the light or consciousness and emotions that stem from the heart. Self, to the head's left, embodies personal identity and awareness. Beliefs, values, and vision, to its right, are the mental constructs that define our perception of reality. If we head one step up, hand, the third level, denotes action and interaction. It can be seen as the mechanism that projects the light through the film, turning internal states into external expressions. Skill, to its left, indicates the capabilities and actions taken. Intention, feelings, presence, to its right, reflect the emotional and mindful engagement in actions. And then we have how at the very top, the culmination of the previous levels, representing the actual projection, the manifested reality or outcome of the heart, head, and hand. To its left lies system or strategies, the structured approach or methodology, and to its right are the specific paths or steps that I've included in the health creation blueprint, which are core reveal, body renew, and soul reconnect. My intent was to create a holistic model where each level represents a different aspect of the human experience, similar to how different parts of a projector work together to create an image. The heart is source. The head shapes the perception. The hand translates perception into action. And the how is the actualization, the aligned actions taken in the external world. A journey from internal consciousness to external reality, the path of conscious health creation. Now you may be wondering, that's all well and good, but how do I use this? What is the practical application of this framework? Well, that is the work that we do inside our Health Creators Collective. To me, it's important to choose to work with a practitioner, a mentor who, one, is doing this work, him or herself, and two, whose focus lines up with these ratios of the pyramid. So, for example, he or she is spending most of the time focused on how to think, teaching clients how to think, essentially how to fish for themselves rather than giving them the fish, so that they can become self-empowered and self-responsible. That entails the first three levels of the pyramid, the biggest chunk of the pyramid. So they're spending the majority of the time in the lower, bigger levels. The system, the strategies do not matter if you are not aligned with who you truly are. The strategies don't matter if they're not based in universal laws and universal principles. Sure, they may work temporarily, but they aren't going to result in lasting transformation. So I see the practical application of this framework more as a subtraction process, where each level involves alchemizing lower states or limiting aspects to reveal a more authentic and aligned self. I'll give you an illustration of this. Imagine, picture for a moment that you're standing at the base of this magnificent pyramid. This is the level of heart and soul, where your journey of transformation begins. Here in the realm of emotions and deeper spiritual connections, you hold a lantern of love, faith, and intuition. This light helps you see through the shadows of fear, doubt, and ignorance. You learn to listen to the whispers of your heart, letting love guide you, letting faith uplift you, and letting intuition lead you. As you embrace these universal tools, the burdens of lower frequencies begin to dissolve, revealing the pure essence of your being. Now, as you ascend with a lighter heart, you can ascend to the next level, the head or self. Here, the focus shifts to your beliefs, values, and vision. This is where you encounter mirrors reflecting back your self-limiting beliefs and the stories that have defined you. Armed with the tools of self-awareness and reflection, you begin to polish these mirrors. Slowly, the reflections change. You start seeing yourself not as a collection of past roles and labels, but as who you truly are, a being of immense potential and power. This is a place of remembering and reclaiming your true self. Climbing higher. So feeling more aligned and authentic, you climb to the hand skill level. This is the realm of action, where intention, feelings, and presence become your tools. You learn to set clear intentions, not just with words, but with the conviction of your entire being. Here you create space for your feelings, honoring them as guides and teachers. In the stillness of the present moment, you connect deeply with Source. Actions taken from this regulated, aligned state are much more powerful and purposeful, resonating with your highest self. And finally reaching the apex. Finally, you reach the apex of the pyramid, the how or systems level. This is where everything you've experienced and transformed in the previous levels comes into harmonious alignment. Your actions now are not just reactions to the world around you, they are expressions of your highest self, embodied self. In this space, you embody the lessons of the heart, head, and hand. Your actions are guided by a deeper inner wisdom and a clear understanding of your path. The systems and structures here are not constraints, but rather enablers, helping you manifest your vision in the physical world. So as you stand at the top of the pyramid, looking back at the journey you've undertaken, you realize the profound change has occurred. You've not only climbed a pyramid, but have also journeyed inward, shedding layers and uncovering your true essence. You are now a creator of health, a beacon of transformation, ready to share your light with the world. Now, how does that feel to you? So we've embarked on this mini mental journey through the holistic projection pyramid, a path, a framework for conscious health creation. Journeys aren't meant to be walked alone, however. Now, imagine for a moment a community where each step you take is supported by like-minded individuals, where your growth is celebrated and your challenges are met with understanding and guidance. That's what the Health Creators Collective is all about. It's more than a community, it's a movement towards holistic health and transformation. You as creator. So if you'd like some help to transform your health and your life, I invite you to click the link in the description. I'm here to support you every step of the way. Let's create health together.